What is up, Nephilim? This is the Chig coming at you with probably my second favorite key farming build. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget we're having a giveaway. As soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers, get your copy of D4 or another game if you've already purchased it. How you enter is by being a subscriber and liking and commenting on any of my D3 videos. I will give you one entry per video that you like and comment on, so like and comment often to get as big of a chance as you can to win the game. Alright, let's hop right into it. This is, like I said, my second favorite key farming build. My favorite is already on the channel, and it is the Inna's set. It is amazing. Yes, it is fun. So we're using 5 of the 6 pieces of the Gears of the Dreadlands set. We're using everything but the pants because the pants have to be depth diggers for this build to work. So the 4 set, gain 4 seconds of momentum when attacking with your primary skills at a maximum duration of 20 seconds. Your primary skills deal 10% increased damage per second of momentum. You want to have this up at 20 as much as you possibly can. 4 set, strafing against enemies will automatically shoot your last used primary skill and also give you 60% damage reduction while strafing and for 5 seconds after. While strafing, you gain 8% increased movement speed for each second of momentum. So we want as much as we can to get as much speed as we can. We are going to be zooming around. I will talk about that more in a minute when we're going over the gameplay. And then the 6th set. Your primary skills deal 27,500% increased damage. It is insanely good. Your stat priority on this is going to be cooldown, crit, because you need to have 100% uptime on Vengeance if you can. It is our biggest defense thing other than a gold wrap. Other than that, you really don't have to worry about it. You really won't have anything to worry about with this build. Squirt's Necklace, while not taking damage, damage is dealt is increased by up to 100% and damage taken is increased by up to 50%. We are using Orzekian Arm Guards. We are using this with fire skills, even though we're using a cold rune. I'll explain that in a second because of Stone of Jordan. Every time you destroy an object, you get a short burst of speed. Zoom in. We've got Stone of Jordan. Each of your elemental damage bonuses is equal to your highest static one. So it's got fire on it, so I put fire on my bracers. I don't have anything on my neck because I don't have a good neck yet, but that's where we're at with that. Hunter's Wrath. Primary skills attack 30% faster and deal up to 200% increased damage. This is just insanely good. It helps out the build a lot. Rochelle's Ring of Larceny. We're using this only for the movement speed increase. Otherwise, we do have some fear on hit. It makes it whenever we do accidentally fear an enemy, we are going to be running a little faster. We've got Depth Diggers, primary skills deal additional damage, no brainer here. 9 series Satchel, Hungering Arrow is guaranteed to pierce and also deals up to 600% increased damage. Hungering Arrow can only pierce 4 times. And then Yang's Recurve. We use Yang's Recurve because of the resource cost reduction. That is the only reason we're using Yang's. It is incredible to have that with this build because of the skills we're using, and we'll go over that shortly. We've got a big cooldown gem in the hat. Like I said, that is the biggest stat for us, cooldown crit. We've got diamonds also in the gear for all resistances because toughness is really good to have. We have Taiguk, which gives us increased damage and armor, so that's incredible. We have Boon of the Hoarder because we have gold wrap in the cube, so that's helping us out with toughness, and it's also giving us move speed every time we pick up gold. Then we've got Simplicity Strength, which is the biggest gem for this set. It increases the damage of primary skills, and whenever your primary skill deals damage, you get 4% of your health back. As long as you don't get one shot with this build, you will go back to full HP. So you really don't have to worry about it. In the cube, we have Dawn, reducing the cooldown of Vengeance by 65%. I don't think this particular build has enough cooldown to 100% it because of the way some of my stuff is rolled, but we'll see when I'm running around. Gold Wrap, on gold pickup, you're gaining armor equal to the amount picked up. We will have infinity toughness at some point. And then Ring of Royal Grandeur because we are wearing the pants. We have Smokescreen, special recipe. This is basically just for an invulnerability. We don't have anything better to put here. We're mainly using Shadow Power for our discipline, but if we need it, we have Smokescreen. Shadow Power, we're using this for the movement speed. We're using Shadow Glide for the movement speed. Hungering Arrow, just because it is the best damaging ability we have on the set, and Devouring Arrow increases its damage per pierce. Strafe, we are using Drifting Shadow because it increases the speed to 100% instead of 75%. Vengeance Darkheart, we are using this as our defensive to get us rolling. You can make this to the one that makes you move faster, but it's really not that big a deal. And then Preparation to keep up Shadow Power as much as we can. We've got Awareness just in case we get one tapped. It does happen sometimes. Tactical Advantage is double dipping with Shadow Glide. Whenever we use Shadow Glide, we will get increased movement speed from Tactical Advantage. We're using Blood Vengeance to be able to keep up Shadow Power even more, because it's going to be giving us back some discipline. And then we've got Hot Pursuit for even more movement speed. So let's go ahead and do a 16 so you can see how incredible it is. So we also would have, actually let's go ahead and do that because I'm being a scrub. So you want to grab an Avarice Band to put on your follower because it helps. You know, more pickup radius. Alright, so get some stacks, strafe, pop your cooldowns, run. That is how you play. So like I said in the other video, you can do what I do and just tap Hungering Arrow every couple of seconds and not worry about it. Or you can let your stacks fall down to 17 and then tap Hungering Arrow. Those are about the same ways. It's just trying to maximize the amount of uptime you have on it. So for the most part here, you can just spam your Vengeance button. That way, as soon as it comes off cooldown, and we do have 100% uptime on it, it looks like. Just spam your Vengeance button. That way it just comes up whenever, right? And you don't have to think about it. And then kind of glance down every now and then to look at your Shadow Power to make sure it's up when it's on cooldown. Just keep that buff up as much as you can, and you are going to be absolutely demolishing T16s. If you haven't seen any of my T16 videos before, I only pick up legendaries on T16 if they are primal, because most of my gear is already what I need it to be. We're farming keys, we are not farming legendaries, right? So that is my second favorite build for farming keys, and as you can see, it is incredibly fast, it is incredibly effective. Like I said in the other video, put together one of these builds for your key farming and your bounties. Do the Inna's Monk for both, or do the God DH for both, because they're so effective at the speed content that it doesn't make sense to do something that's as much slower as the other builds are. Anyway, hope this helped you out. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget about the giveaway, and go get those legendaries, guys.